Hello and welcome to the session on language laboratory. The skill of good communication is vital for attaining success in the modern world. Communication implies the exchange of meaningful message. It involves the carrying or receiving of message. In order to be able to communicate in a smooth manner, an individual must be able to listen carefully, comprehend the meaning of what is being said and reply with appropriate words in a clear manner. Language is one of the most vital mediums of communication. In this age of globalization, we all live in a multilingual and multicultural world. The professional world demands job seekers to have a complete command over various languages. They are required to grasp subtle, emotional and cultural nuances and react in a suitable manner. This makes it essential to attain the skills of communicating in various languages, that includes foreign languages as well. A good command over a language is necessary for effective communication in that language. With the development of science and technology, various technological aids for language learning have been developed. A language laboratory or language lab is one such technical innovation that plays a vital role in the language learning process. In this unit, we will know more about a language laboratory. We will discuss the various features and the working of a language laboratory. We will also explore the various kinds of language laboratories as well as the advantages and limitations of this language teaching aid. What is a language laboratory? A language laboratory is an educational tool that facilitates the learning of languages. It is a place where a student can practice with the language that is taught in the classroom. Learning a language involves the 4 skills of reading, writing, listening and speaking. A language laboratory is a technological aid for learning that helps students to achieve this aim in an effective manner. It can be said that the invention of language laboratory is a significant development in the domain of communication. Such a laboratory is equipped with various advanced facilities and technical components that assist in learning to speak a language fluently. The language laboratory creates an easy atmosphere where students can learn and improve their skills and command over a language. The use of various digital, multimedia and interactive devices in the laboratory makes the learning process much easier for the students. It helps the students to correct the errors of sound and structure and to develop fluency in the language he is trying to master. A language laboratory has number of objectives. The language laboratory is a teaching aid that facilitates the learner to master a language. The main objectives of the language laboratory are to teach the student how to communicate with the native speaker of the language in an effective manner, to equip the student with the skills necessary to understand, speak, read and write a foreign language with speed and ease, to enable the student to have command over the language through correct pronunciation, intonation, fluency and accent that is as good as the native speaker of the language, to provide an environment where students can imitate and practice their skills in a language at their own pace and without any disturbance. What is the significance of language laboratory? Language laboratory is of vital significance in the context of communication. It assists the learner to use technology efficiently to communicate in an effective manner. It is a teaching aid that can be utilized for learning a number of languages effectively. A language can be mastered only after developing the sensibility for the sounds and rhythm of that language. A language laboratory helps students to achieve this purpose. It equips a student with the devices that can be used to listen to the best samples of a spoken language. Students can practice and imitate the intonations to have a complete grasp over the language. The significance and relevance of the language laboratory can be stated as below. It is a modern and competent tool designed for teaching any language. It assists in learning and mastering every aspect of phonetics of a language with clarity and accuracy. It is an effective communicative training program that is not confined for the use of students in schools and colleges alone. The language laboratories can be used by the general public, people working in the private and corporate sector, or anybody who wants to learn a new language fluently. The language laboratory can be used by experts to create, edit and generate scientific and technical materials for teaching language. It utilizes computerized, multimedia and interactive devices that generate interest among the learners to learn the lessons. It is an effective mode to learn a language through distance education. You have already understood the meaning and concept of language lab. Now, let us discuss the working of a language laboratory. The concept of language laboratory is new in India. Here, laboratories have always been associated with practical classes of science subjects. Hence, the use of a laboratory to learn a language seems to be a strange idea at the first instance for many people. However, it is a well designed technical aid that helps in the teaching of a language in an easy and effective manner. It produces a carefully compiled pattern of drills that relieves a teacher from the endless repetition of patterns. However, it allows a student to practice the skills of learning a language till he achieves complete control over it. What are the equipments used in a language laboratory? A language laboratory consists of three sections: hearing booth, console or advisor's booth and control room. Hearing booth. A language laboratory consists of separate hearing booths for each student in the class. Generally, a language laboratory has 16 or 20 hearing booths. Every hearing booth is equipped with a table and a chair that can be used by the student to sit and work. Each booth also consists of a telephone that is connected to the advisor's booth, microphones, earphones, tape recording and playing equipment and switches for the purpose of choosing the tape from the control room, for playing and listening to it, for recording the student's own voice, for stopping, rewinding and replaying the tape. The booths are partitioned by walls of 4 feet height. This helps each student to concentrate on his own work without disturbing the others. The student can press the key to indicate the lesson he requires or wants to learn. The student can communicate with and seek the assistance of the advisor if required. The console or advisor's booth is another section. The console or the advisor's booth is the place from where the teacher controls the classroom. The console is equipped with one or more tapes along with the master tapes. The console also consists of special equipment that helps to monitor the students, compare their performance with the master tape and make attempts to improve their performance till a satisfactory level is reached. The console permits two-way communication between the advisor and any particular student. The console also has a number of switches. These switches are distribution switches. Such switches are used to direct the recorded program or master tapes to the students sitting in the different hearing booths. Monitoring switches allow the teacher to listen to any student as he or she works with the tape. This switch enables the teacher to rectify linguistic errors and errors in procedure. It also enables a teacher to evaluate and grade the students. Intercom switches. These switches facilitate two-way conversation between the teacher and any individual student. Group call switch. This switch enables the teacher to make announcement to all the students who are listening to a particular tape from the console source. The teacher does not have to make individual announcement to each student under such a circumstance. All call switch. This is the switch that allows the teacher to make announcements to all students inside the laboratory regardless of what they are doing at the moment. Control room is the third important section of a language laboratory. The control room is the place where all the tapes, records and other equipments used in the laboratory is stored. Items like tapes and records are properly indexed before storing them in the control room. This is done so that such items can be readily made available to the students when they request for any particular item. Would you like to know the procedure followed in a language laboratory? The following procedure is generally followed in a language laboratory. First of all, the teacher plays a master tape. The sounds from this tape is picked up and recorded on the separate tape recorders that are placed in each hearing booth. After the master tape finishes playing, each student listens to his or her copy of the tape. He or she also makes oral responses to the tape at specified stages. The responses made by each student are recorded by the recording equipment that is kept in every student's booth. A student can listen to his copy of the tape for as many times as he or she wants. A student can listen not only to the copy of the master tape recorded in his booth, but also to his or her own responses. Such equipment and facility allows the student to determine whether he or she has performed accurately or not. The student can repeat the performance until he or she decides that a satisfactory level has been achieved. What are the different types of language laboratory? Language laboratories can be of various kinds. The complexity of the language laboratory depends on the equipment used in it. Some laboratories are equipped with simple tape or CD recorders, while others are equipped with elaborate technical aids for teaching a language. A few common type of language laboratories are described below. Conventional language laboratory is one of the original and primitive form of the language laboratory. This conventional laboratory is equipped with a tape recorder and some audio cassettes with the target language recorded on the cassettes. The tape is played by the teacher for the benefit of the students. The students listen carefully to the tapes and learn the pronunciation of the language. This is a simple variant of the language laboratory and can be set up in a normal classroom. One disadvantage associated with this laboratory is that it is prone to distractions. This kind of language laboratory is rarely used these days. Lingua Phone Laboratory is another kind of conventional language laboratory, but more modernized than the previous one described above. In this laboratory, learners are provided with a headset to listen to the audio cassettes being played by the teacher. This reduces the distractions and provides more clarity in listening. In the modern lingua phone laboratories, a particular electronic device is used. This device works as a cassette player, a repeater of tapes and a recorder of voice, all rolled into one device. It also facilitates playing the recorded voice of the student for comparison. Computer Assisted Language Laboratory or CALL is another kind of language laboratories which uses a computer to teach a language. The course materials of the language are fed into the computer, which are then displayed as per the available features of the system. These days, language laboratories with computers connected to the internet are becoming common. Such laboratories are known as Web Assisted Language Laboratories or WALL. Multimedia High Tech Language Laboratory. Such language laboratories use computers and special software meant for teaching languages in a technical manner. There are several kinds of language teaching software in the market that can be used in such a multimedia language laboratory. What are the chief characteristics of a language laboratory? There are a few characteristics that are common to all kinds of language laboratories. The chief characteristics of a language laboratory can be specified as follows. Retracing. Imitation and practice are two essential requirements of learning a language effectively. In intense drill practice, a student must be able to stop the tape, listen to the sounds and practice them by imitation for as many times and as often as desired. The language laboratory provides the freedom to the student to determine the level of accuracy of his performance. If a student is not satisfied with his own performance, he has the facility to repeat the steps of his performance till he is satisfied with the results. This process is called retracing. Retracing is not possible in programmed instruction, as a student is unable to advance till he has mastered the previous frame. However, in language laboratory, such restrictions do not exist, as the next step is available to the student irrespective of his success or failure in the previous frame. Self-pacing. A language laboratory allows every student to work at their own paces. A student is allowed to choose any one of the tabs available at the control place. The student can take the tab to his booth and play it for the purpose of hearing and practicing. He does not have to be concerned with what the other students are doing or how far they have progressed in their process of learning. Thus, it allows the freedom to each and every student to proceed at a comfortable speed that suits him completely. This means a fast learner would require doing less retracing, while a slow learner would be required to do much retracing. Material selection. In a basic language laboratory, a student is not allowed to select the tabs. It is the teacher or the instructor who decides the entire program, and the students are not allowed to give their opinions. However, in the other developed versions of language laboratories, the students are allowed to select and use the tabs individually. A student may select any of the tabs from the control area. Such freedom of material selection allows the student the facilities of self-pacing and self-correction by retracing. This form of operation provides a student maximum individualism. The only negative aspect of this feature is that it is a costly aspect of the language laboratory. It requires individual tab or CD recorders for each student and a huge stock of pre-recorded tabs for playing and hearing to be done by the students. Now, let us move to discuss the advantages of a language laboratory. There are several advantages of a language laboratory. Some of the advantages are stated below. It provides the student an opportunity to listen to the authentic native speakers of the language and not depend upon the not so perfect language skills of teacher or instructor. A student learns to recognize and distinguish the finer nuances of the language. The speech delivery and the pronunciation of words by the student are improved. It is an uninterrupted system where students do not have to sit idle while the teacher is busy instructing another student or correcting someone else's mistake. In this system, a student receives individual attention and immediate correction. It encourages a student to become an active learner. A student can learn at his own pace without having to worry about the progress of the other students of the class. A student has the opportunity to practice repeatedly and correct his own mistakes. It allows a teacher to rectify the mistake of one student or provide individual instruction without disturbing the other students. It offers a variety of experiences for the students. The teacher does not have to repeat the same thing over and over again. Every student can ask questions and clear his doubts without any shyness or without having to disturb other students of the class. Students are provided with guided practice to make it easier for them to learn quickly. It allows the teacher the facility to monitor, rectify and evaluate the individual performances of the students without wasting a huge amount of time for all these activities. It helps to increase considerably the active speaking time of the student. The language laboratories are not completely free from disadvantages or limitations. Some of the main limitations of a language laboratory are as follows. A language laboratory can be utilized to learn reading and writing in a language. It only facilitates the learning of how to speak a language. The number of students who can learn at a time inside the laboratory is limited. Just 16 to 20 students can learn at a time. This can be a cause for concern in classes where there is large number of students. The lessons may become monotonous for the students. The process is time consuming as repeated retracing slows down the speed of learning. There is a lack of well trained teachers who can handle the complete procedure involved in a language laboratory. The lesson may require occasional revision to overcome the learning difficulties faced by the students. The equipment used in a language laboratory is costly and may not be feasible for every teaching institution to utilize such equipment. What will be the role of the teacher in the language laboratory? Language laboratories follow the communicative model of teaching. The laboratories focus on a student centric learning process. However, the teacher has a significant role to play in the language laboratory. A teacher acts as the facilitator of learning. The teacher has to be creative and innovative in order to engage and encourage the students to learn in an active manner. The teacher may design activities and practice the learning of the language through interactive sessions. The teacher can stimulate real life situations inside the language laboratory and use all kinds of teaching materials to help the students to grasp and learn the language. Though the stress is on listening and speaking a language, through the use of a language laboratory, the teacher can help the students to develop interest in reading and writing in the language as well. Let us summarize what we have discussed so far. The language laboratory is an important development in the domain of communication. It helps a learner to practice and assess his speech in any language. It is an important technical aid of teaching that allows a student to listen carefully to the native pronunciation and imitate the same till a satisfactory level of performance is achieved. Students have the facility to record their own performance and compare it with the model tape made available to them. They can learn at their own pace and rectify their mistakes. The language laboratory does not require the presence of a teacher at all times. However, the teacher has the facility to instruct the students individually or collectively as and when required. The language laboratory provides privacy for the students to learn without disturbance. Now, you can try to answer the questions given here. What is the significance and relevance of a language laboratory? What are the equipments used in a language laboratory? What are the common types of language laboratories? What are the chief characteristics of a language laboratory? What are the limitations of a language laboratory? Hope that you may go through the reference books for further reading. Essentials of Educational Technology, written by Agrawal JC and published by Vikas Publishing House Private Limited, New Delhi in the year 2009. Introduction to Education Technology, written by Sampath K and published by Sterling Publishers Private Limited, New Delhi in the year 2001. Thank you for watching this program. We can meet again with another topic. Till then, take care.